Welcome back. So before we dive into today's math problem, let's take a brief moment to relax and focus on our breath and do a brief meditation. Gently close your eyes and inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale slowly through your nose. And as you take your next inhale, see if you can hear the breath in the back of your throat. It's sort of like a Darth Vader sound. And exhale slowly through your nose. See if you can hear that audible breath. As you take the next inhale, feel your spine lengthen, your sternum rising, your heart rises and opens, everything lifting. And exhale, relax your shoulders and your neck. Take a deep inhale, feel your belly fill and rise. Feel your sternum rising and your lungs filling. At the top, just take a few seconds to hold the breath. And as you exhale, feel all the tension in your body release. And gently open your eyes. Here's a multiple choice problem from the College Board. It comes from section 4 of the SAT test, which does allow calculators. And the problem reads, the graph above displays the total cost, C, in dollars, of renting a boat for H hours. And the question is, which of the following represents the relationship between H and C? And we're given 4 choices. So take a look at this and give it a try. Take about a minute to work on it. And if you're not sure what to do, that's okay. Just do what you can. And you can even take a guess at the answer if you like. And then we'll have a look at it together. Okay, let's have a look at this together. You're probably familiar with the equation y equals mx plus b, where m stands for the slope and b stands for the y-intercept. Well, I like to start with looking at the y-intercept because it has a lot of really good information. So if you look at our line, what is the y-intercept? Well, it's halfway between 4 and 6, so the y-intercept is 5, right? Okay, now let's look at the answer choices. Which of those has a y-intercept of 5? Well, I noticed that B and C have the plus 5 in them, so they have a y-intercept of 5. And A and D do not have a y-intercept of 5. So I can immediately eliminate them. So we're just zeroing in on the right answer by using process of elimination. And so far, I've eliminated half of the choices. So we're doing well. Okay, so now let's look at slope. What is the slope of the two answer choices that remain? Well, one of them has a slope of 3/4, and one of them has a slope of 3. Let me share what I noticed. One of those is a slope that's less than 1, and one of those is a slope that's greater than 1. Right? 3/4 is less than 1, and 3 is greater than 1. So if I can figure out whether this line has a slope that's less than or greater than 1, then I'll know which of those answer choices is correct. So let's actually draw a line that has a slope of 1 and compare the graph to that. I'll show you what I mean. So let's start with this point here. And let's draw a line that has a slope of 1. So slope is rise over run. So that's a rise of 1 over a run of 1. So there is my run of 1. And what would the rise of 1 be? Well, that's going to go from 5 to 6. So that's going to go from there to there. And what would a line with a rise of 1 over a run of 1 look like, a slope of 1? It would be this line. So that's the line that has a slope of 1. Well, now let's look at the graph that I have. Is its slope greater than or less than 1? Well, it's steeper, so its slope is greater than 1. So I know at this point that the answer choice that has the slope that's greater than 1 is going to be the correct answer. So we know that C is correct. Now, you may have not noticed what I did, which is that of the two choices left, one of them has a slope that's less than 1 and one of them has a slope that's greater than 1. So what would we have done then? Well, we could go ahead and actually calculate the slope of the line that we have and compare it to the two answer choices. So let's do that. So slope is equal to rise over run. So let's start with this point here, our y-intercept, and go to the next point and compute the slope. So there's the run and there's the rise. Well, the rise is going from 5 to 8. So it's 8 minus 5. And the run is going from 0 to 1. So it's 1. So the slope is equal to 3 over 1, which is equal to 3. So at that point, I know that because it has a slope of 3, the answer must be C. So we've confirmed that C is the correct answer. I hope you enjoyed seeing this strategy of just using a methodical, systematic elimination strategy to zero in on the right answer. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions or requests, please leave them in the comments below. And if you subscribe to this channel, you'll be notified of videos as they become posted. I enjoyed working together, and I look forward to seeing you next time.